Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Big Fight Fuel channel, where we speak the truth, we be honest, and we give our takes on the NFL playoffs. It is Monday. It is Martin Luther King Day. I'm sure everybody has got a day off today. So if you do have a day off, I hope you are having a great day. That was dry in the background. Sorry for that. But we are here today. I tweeted out last night that I was going to talk about the Wildcard games today instead of wait all the way to Tuesday because, I have class at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. And there's just so much to talk about that I feel like if I don't talk about it now, then it would be a little too late. But if tonight's game between the Cardinals and the Rams does end up to be a pretty good game, which I think it's going to be a great game, I will give that its separate video. Alright, so I'll give the Cardinals-Rams game its separate video if it turns out to be a really good game. But before we get into all of the games, if you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Got lots of content coming up the next couple weeks, man. With the road to the Super Bowl, you got Revolution in March. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a busy next couple weeks. This week, going to be busy. So much surrounding the Miami Dolphins, man. So much. If there's not if tonight's game's not a good game, I'm going to make a video tomorrow about all the news around the Miami Dolphins. But if tonight's game is good, which I'm expecting it to be a good game, I'm probably just going to wait until Thursday to do that video on the Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa and Watson and a couple of coaches that they're interviewing. So it's either going to be tomorrow or Thursday, just letting y'all know. We also got predictions for divisional round. We got AEW content. It's going to be crazy on the channel the next couple weeks, man. So buckle up and be sure to subscribe because you're going to want to be on this ride. So let's jump into these games. We got 5 games to talk about here today. 2 games from Saturday and 3 games from yesterday. I want to start with the Saturday games first. The Raiders and the Bengals, with the Bengals winning its first playoff game in 31 years. Congratulations to their fan base, the roster, the organization, that entire franchise. They absolutely deserve that shit. It's been too long since they won a playoff game, and this team is This team has a lot of momentum, and I said this on Twitter. I think after the game, I would not be shocked if they make it to the AFC Championship. I would not be shocked. But let's go over some stats for the game, then we'll get into it. Derek Carr threw the ball 54 times. He threw 29 for 54 for 310 yards, a touchdown and an interception, which was the last play of the game before the kneel down, of course. Josh Jacobs had 13 carries for 83 yards. Darren Waller, 7 catches, 76 yards. Zay Jones, 5 catches, 61 yards. Hunter Renfrow, 8 catches, 58 yards. Josh Jacobs, 4 catches, 41 yards. And Bryan Edwards, 3 catches for 41 yards. Then you got Joe Burrow. Joey B. That man is an absolute dog, man. He is a dog. He is unbelievable. 24 for 34, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon, 17 carries, 48 yards. Jamar Chase, 9 catches, 116 yards. That man is unstoppable. He is unstoppable, Jamar Chase. CJ Uzomah, 6 catches, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon, 4 catches, 28 yards. Tyler Boyd, 4 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown. And T. Higgins just had 1 catch for 10 yards. So this was probably the second best game on Wildcard weekend, in my opinion. Probably the second best game next to the 49ers and Cowboys. This was a tight game. Bengals were scoring a lot of points in the first half. They went up 20-6 with a few minutes to go. The Raiders really needed to score a touchdown before the half. They would be in a really big hole going into the second half. They did get a touchdown as Zay Jones, and they were able to keep this a close game the whole way out, 20-13. Second half was a defensive battle. The kickers. Shout out to the kickers because it was cold in Cincinnati, and McPherson made 4 field goals, and Daniel Carlson made 4 field goals. So basically, in the second half, each team got 2 field goals, and Cincinnati was looking to close out the game on 3rd and 5, I think. They didn't get it. Raiders had one more chance. Carr drove them down the field. But of course, we all know what happened. 4th and goal. Carr doesn't even throw it to the end zone. They have no timeouts. That was a bad play call. I know an interception, but you got to question the play calling. Because at that situation, why is Darren Waller not getting the ball? Darren Waller is by far their best receiver on the Raiders. And they threw it to Zay Jones, who was double covered, and he was at the 3-yard line, and it ended up getting intercepted. So it was just a bad play and a bad play call by the offensive coordinator. So the Bengals take down the Raiders in the first round, 26-19. A lot of people are saying it's the coaching spot for the Raiders open. I don't know, man. Rich Bisaccia had a lot of the way that the Raiders had so many problems with John Gruden and Ruggs and other players, and the way Rich Bisaccia led that team and Derek Carr led that team to this playoff game. You got to give him at least one more shot. One more year for the Raiders and see how things go. But congrats to the Bengals. They deserve it. The franchise deserve it. More importantly, their fans deserve it too. So Bengals beat the Raiders 26-19. And we got the second game, which, let's be honest, was over by halftime. I can't even believe I picked the Patriots to win this game. I feel stupid for it too. Buffalo just absolutely annihilated the New England Patriots on Saturday night, 47-17. I don't think anybody see Bill Belichick take an ass kicking like this in the playoffs. I've never seen him take a bigger ass kicking in the playoffs in my lifetime, and they went up 14-0 in the end of the first quarter. I'm like, this is going to be a really tough game for New England to come back and win. And they never had a shot. Mac Jones threw an interception, and Micah Hyde just stole a touchdown, basically. It was a nice throw to Nelson Aguilar, which was going to look like a touchdown, but Micah Hyde just came in there, and he picked it off. That was beautiful. Mac Jones, 24 for 38, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Damian Harris had 9 rushes for 30 yards, so Buffalo was able to stop the run in this game. Kendrick Bourne, 7 catches, 77 yards, 2 he was literally the only bright spot in this game for the Patriots was Kendrick Bourne. The rest was just crap. Jacoby Myers, 6 catches, 40 yards. Ramondre Stevenson, 4 catches, 33 yards. Brandon Bolden, 4 catches, 27 yards. And Hunter Henry, 1 catch for 30 yards. Josh Allen, Josh Allen. As much as I do not like this guy, he's one of the hottest quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He has been absolutely been balling out since the second half of that game between the Buccaneers and the Bills in Week 14. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He went 21 for 25, 308 yards, 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns for Josh Allen. Devin Singletary, 16 for 81, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen getting it done on his feet as well. 6 carries for 66 yards. Dawson Knox, 5 catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs, 3 catches, 60 yards. Isaiah McKenzie, 3 catches, 45 yards. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 2 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown. There's really nothing much I could talk about with this game because of how big of a blowout it was. It just wasn't how bad the Patriots were playing. It was just how fantastic the Bills' offense was. Like, the Patriots, they literally could not get a stop at all against the Bills. They could not get a stop in this game. The Bills went 7 drives, 7 touchdowns. Besides the last drive, when they took a kneel down. So basically all of their drives resulted in touchdowns. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. You know, we'll talk about it, but that divisional round matchup, man, that's going to be an amazing game. I would not be surprised if both teams score over at least 35 points. But then let's get into this. Let's get into the Sunday games. Started off with Eagles, Bucks, Buccaneers easily getting this win 31-15. They were up 31-0 going into the fourth quarter. It was just an absolutely they just crushed them. They crushed the Eagles. Eagles 2 garbage time touchdowns, and it's not a good day. At the end of the day, it was nice seeing the Eagles get their ass kicked. You guys know me about Tom Brady. Hopefully he's out the next round. Hopefully he gets eliminated next round. I don't know. That's going to be very tough, but the Eagles just aren't on their level. The Eagles are not on Tampa Bay's level whatsoever. So I'm not surprised the game went like this. I kind of expected the game to be like this. And we'll go over stats. Jalen Hurts, 23 for 43, 258 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. They're key. Running the football. They got nothing out of their running backs. Nothing. Hurts had 8 rushes for 39 yards. Boston Scott had 1 carry for 34 yards, which resulted in a touchdown. Miles Sanders. I would not be surprised if the Eagles try to trade him in the offseason. 7 carries, 16 yards. It's not acceptable for your starting running back. Dallas Goedert, 6 catches, 92 yards. Devontae Smith, 4 catches, 60 yards. Kenneth Gainwell, 5 catches, 49 yards and a touchdown. Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 35 yards. Then we go to Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, great game. 29 for 37, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns. Keyshawn Vaughn, 17 carries, 53 yards and a touchdown. Gio Bernard, 13 carries, 44 yards and a touchdown. They ran the ball a lot, 100 yards total. So they were able to get the run game going. They were also able to get Mike Evans going as well, who got 9 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Gio Bernard, 5 catches, 39 yards. Rob Gronkowski, 5 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown. Tyler Johnson, 2 catches for 30 yards. Cameron Brate, 3 catches for 9 yards. At the end of the day, they're just not. The Eagles are not on the Bucs level. Bucs got out to a big 14-0 lead in the first quarter, and they just kind of got away with this game early. It went from 17-0, and then the Eagles had the ball first. They couldn't do anything. Buccaneers punted, but then Jalen Reagor fumbles the ball, which leads to a touchdown. Then Hurts throws an interception to Shaquille Barrett. Next play, touchdown pass to Mike Evans. And at that point, the game is over. At that point, the game was over, and you can just pretty much advance the Bucs to the divisional round. So, I mean, as someone who hates the Eagles, you kind of got to give some credit to them. Looking at this roster in the beginning of the season, you probably think they're not going to get no more than 5 or 6 wins. And listen, man, they were able to get 9 wins, and they were in the playoffs. And if you told me that a team like them was going to make it over the Seattle Seahawks or the Vikings, how their offense is, or possibly even Washington, even though Washington just did not have a good season, I would have called you crazy. But, credit to them. The future looks bright for Philly. It really does. I think they're going to stick with Jalen Hurts for at least one more season. And they got some bright spots on offense. Probably clean up the defense a little bit in the offseason. And they got 3 first-round picks, man. So, if you're an Eagles fan and you're watching this, I think I'd be excited for the future. So, all right. Here's the game everybody's talking about. Here's the game of the weekend. 49ers versus the Cowboys. Cowboys, the only non-wildcard team to lose this weekend. Everybody else won except the Cowboys. And I feel like this happens every season with the Cowboys. That besides last year, because last year was just not a good year for them. This happens every year with them, though. That they have a great regular season. They got 12 wins, 11 wins, 10 wins. They have a great regular season. They get in the playoffs, and they lose in the first round. I feel like that happens every time that the Cowboys are in the playoffs. And it sucks saying that because I like the Cowboys. But they just did not come to play right out of the gates. And it was pretty ugly right out of the gates. San Francisco marches right down the field, scores a touchdown. Dallas goes 3 and out. San Francisco gets a field goal. So right there, they're down 10-0. And yeah, they scored in the second quarter, but they just were not able to stop the San Francisco offense. And they had 4 drives in the first half, San Francisco did. All of them resulted in points. It might have been 3 field goals and a touchdown, but they got points. And that's all you can ask for in big playoff games like this. And after what I saw from the San Francisco offense yesterday, with Deebo Samuel and the running game, man, if Mike McDaniel comes to Miami, I'm not going to be upset at all. I'm not going to be upset. I'll talk about that either tomorrow or Thursday. So, let's get into some stats. Jimmy G, 16 for 25, 172 yards, No touchdowns, one interception. That ugly interception that he had in the fourth quarter. Elijah Mitchell, 27 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 10 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 5 catches for 66 yards. Deebo Samuel, 3 catches for 38 yards. Jawan Jennings, 3 catches for 29 yards. George Kittle. Dallas did a great job on George Kittle yesterday. 1 catch, 18 yards. And then we got Dallas's offense. Dallas's offense, who's a top 5 offense in the regular season, but unfortunately did not show up yesterday. Dak, 23 for 43, 254 yards, 1 touchdown and an interception. Elliott, 12 carries, 31 yards. Dak Prescott, 4 carries for 27 yards and a touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 7 catches, 89 yards. Amari Cooper, 6 catches, 64 yards and a touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 5 catches, 62 yards. CeeDee Lamb, only 1 catch for 20 yards. Got to get more out of him, man. So I would say for 3 quarters, this game was 23-7. Dallas was doing absolutely nothing on offense. They could not stop the 49ers, and I thought going into the fourth quarter, this game was over and Dallas was not going to have a chance at winning this game. But they go down the field. Fourth down, they elect to kick a field goal. I don't know why they did that. They kept it at a 2-possession game. Instead of being in a 16-point game, it's a 13-point game. But I guess it helped at the end. I don't know. I mean, they lost, but the next drive, Jimmy G throws a pick. Jimmy G throws a pick to Anthony Brown, and that leads to a Cowboys touchdown. And Niners are driving. 3rd down and 5. Leighton Vander Esch makes an amazing tackle on Deebo Samuel to give Dak Prescott and the offense just one more drive. One more drive to try to go down and win the game. And they get some big plays. On 4th and 11, Dak Prescott faces pressure, throws it up. Cedric Wilson drops it. I know it wasn't the best throw, but if the ball's in your hands, my man, you got to catch it. And Cedric Wilson didn't. He didn't come down with it. So 3 timeouts. Dallas gets a penalty. We all think the game's over. They do an end around to Deebo Samuel. We all think the game's over. However, Deebo Samuel was short. San Francisco elects to go for it, but they get a false start penalty, so Dallas is going to get one more chance. And they drive down the field, getting passes to Cooper and CeeDee Lamb and Schultz. 14 seconds left. What does Dallas call up? They call up a QB sneak up the middle. No timeouts. 14 seconds left. They call it QB sneak. That's just horrific play calling. And I went back and watched it this morning, everybody. I like Dallas. And it's just a bad play call. Referee has to touch the ball before the play can start. And Dallas didn't have enough time. So Dallas lost because they ran a QB. They were stupid to run a QB sneak up the middle, and Dak didn't slide with enough time left. He slid with like 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left, and they just didn't have enough time. And at that point, why couldn't they do like a 7-yard pass to Schultz and go out of bounds? I don't know. Or just do 2 Hail Marys. Just throw 2 Hail Marys. You're at the 40-yard line. Dak can reach that, no problem. Just horrible play calling. And then the last game, Steelers-Chiefs. Chiefs was just running away with this game in the second quarter. It was 0-0 going in the second quarter, but then it was just 21-7, 28-7, 35-7, and at that point the game was over. Ben Roethlisberger's last game, they were talking all about him in the fourth quarter. He went 29 for 44, 215 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Najee Harris, 12 rushes for 29 yards. James Washington, 2 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 5 catches, 34 yards, and a touchdown. Juju, 5 catches, 26 yards. Freiermuth, 4 catches, 25 yards, and Claypool, 3 catches for 25 yards. Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, 30 for 39, 404 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an interception. Jerick McKinnon, 12 carries, 61 yards. Travis Kelce, 5 catches, 108 yards, and a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 6 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, 4 catches, 76 yards. Tyreek Hill, 5 catches, 57 yards. And McCole Hardman, 4 catches, 43 yards. Byron Pringle, 5 catches, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. So the Chiefs blew out the Steelers 42-21, as we all expected. We all expected this to be this type of game. I'm telling you, man. That Bills-Chiefs game, 6:30 on Sunday night, that's going to be an incredible game. I hope the Chiefs win so bad. I don't want to see the Bills in the AFC Championship game back-to-back years. But, man, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, those 2 offenses, that's going to be a great game. That's going to be such a great game to watch. So, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not already, man, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it's going to be a busy week here on the channel. We got tonight's game is good. Tomorrow, I'll do a separate video on the Cardinals-Rams game. If not, you guys will get the Dolphins news video tomorrow. Wednesday, got AEW Dynamite. Thursday, I'm not sure yet. Friday, we got Rampage. And the weekend, we got the divisional round. Sunday night will be the reaction video because there's no games on Monday next week. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to comment down below your thoughts on the games this weekend. What was your favorite game to watch this weekend? Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me in the video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Colin_Joseph. And guys, no matter what, I will see you tomorrow. Whether it's reacting to tonight's game between the Cardinals and the Rams or doing the Dolphins video tomorrow talking about Tua Tagovailoa, Deshaun Watson situation, and the head coaching. Who are they interviewing? Stuff like that. So you guys have a good night. Have a good day. Stay safe. And as always, man, stay classy. Have a good day.